Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. Ron Nicoletti here. It is a spectacular Friday afternoon. The weather could not be better. We got 9 races we're going to look at. We'll check out those track and weather conditions and, of course, the dulcet tones of Pete Aiello throughout the afternoon.
The weather is beautiful. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid-80s. The main track fast. The Tapeta track fast. The turf course firm. In the first race, we're sprinting on turf. There are no changes. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start outside for Mr. Tyson and Most Handsome. They're the first two to begin. First race favorite, No Evidence, gets away in third and guards that inside spot while working off the inside a touch. Fire Pit is next as they race to the half-mile point. Epitaph is 3 wide. From between horses Lazio, the early trailer is front end. To the far turn they go. Most Handsome has rail position and the lead. Mr. Tyson alongside in second. Paco has options for the favorite, No Evidence, locked in toward the inside third. Outside and moving up is Epitaph. From between horses it's Lazio, then back to Fire Pit, and front end is last. They reach the top of the stretch through a 21-second opening quarter. The leader, Most Handsome, turns for home on top. No Evidence needs to find racing room toward the outside. It's Mr. Tyson. They're an eighth of a mile from home. Most Handsome has the lead. No Evidence loose with his 16th to go, but he's a length off the lead. He has to motor. It's still Most Handsome in front. No Evidence is out of time. Most Handsome wins. No Evidence got loose. He just didn't fire late. He was second ahead of Mr. Tyson third. Fire Pit's fourth, 54-4. And they're off. In the middle, Beers on Me and Street Player both away quickly. Driving through at the rail, Chance to Party's on the go. Vito's Wildcat beaten for speed. He doesn't like to kick back. Out in the center goes Squire, racing outside of Sleeper Sullivan. Then Housebuster Dude and Triple Stitch. Toward the back of the field, My Favorite Bird. Luna Estrella last of all. The speed is on up front. The leader is Chance to Party, and Jose Morelos by ahead. Street Player draws up alongside in second. These two have 5 on Beers on Me, who tries to tighten the gap in third. Getting a response is Bravo on Squire. He's in the black cap, circling horses into fourth through a 22-second opening quarter. Up for grabs here, Chance to Party fights to hold it. Closing ground, Beers on Me, farther out Squire. From between horses, Street Player, they go to the first finish line. Squire and Beers on Me both finishing up. Fear Beers on Me and Squire. Squire and Beers on Me. Beers on Me, Squire outside. Squire getting up. Beers on Me fights hard. Squire in front. Squire narrowly over Beers on Me, and a good one. Closer third, either Chance to Party or Vito's Wildcat. 54 flat.
Jackie's Warrior quickly in front here by 2 lengths. Here comes Jackie's Warrior up the inside to take over the lead from Life is Good. And Jackie's Warrior remains undefeated here at Saratoga, and he wins an unprecedented Grade 1 stakes at the Spa for the 3rd straight season.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. Level beginning. They're across the course early. Rachel's coach, one whirlwind ride, sent at the rail. Ee-yah! Mixing it up is rolling on the far outside. Sultan the Great. They're 5 in line here. Chaplin figuring out where he wants to race. As he's way out in the center, he'll decide to angle over, and Rough Draft is last. They speed to the far turn. This logjam continues. On the far outside, Sultan the Great. From between horses, it's one whirlwind ride. 4 wide, Rachel's coach. 3 wide, rolling on. Look at this scrum up front. They're still battling. Now racing behind the speed is Chaplin. He angles for a run, and the trailer is Rough Draft. They speed to the top of the stretch. What was a 5-way go is down to 2 with Rachel's coach in front. From the outside, Sultan the Great. Far outside, Chaplin dropping back, one whirlwind ride. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Rachel's coach has the lead. Chaplin trying to charge at him from the outside. Sultan the Great between horses. They come past the 16th pole. It's still Rachel's coach in front. On the outside, it's Chaplin with a late dive, but he's out of time. Rachel's coach is in front. Chaplin is second. Sultan the Great is third. Closer fourth. Either one whirlwind ride or Rough Draft in 102 and 3. And they're off. Far outside, Cajun Anthem gets the first call and goes looking for the early lead. West Bank comes away in second. Smart Jenny moves up toward the inside. She just took over third. Out 3 wide is For the Thrill, nearest the inside. How about that? And the early trailer is Good Bright Flames. And the run to the half-mile point, the leader is Cajun Anthem. She's loose now, 2.5 in front. Smart Jenny is second. Moving through with the inside, How About That? Just took a joint third position from West Bankers on the outside fourth. For the Thrill is second last, and the long shot Good Bright Flames is last of all. They went the opening quarter in 22 and 4. Around the far turn, 3/8 of a mile from the wire, and the leader is Cajun Anthem by a length and a half. Smart Jenny's in the clear with every opportunity to go get her. It's a 5-length margin to How About That, who struggles to muster of a charge. She's wide while racing in a joint third. She just lost third now to For the Thrill, who finds her best stride. Off the turn and into the drive, it's Smart Jenny, who has this to throw away. She's 1/8 of a mile from home, widening on Cajun Anthem. For the Thrill tries to get into second. How About That? Destined for fourth, but at 2-1, go to the windows and collect on Smart Jenny. She clears off in the end. Smart Jenny, the daughter of Upstart, is a 7-length fourth race winner. Cajun Anthem held on to second. For the Thrill third. How About That? Fourth in 111 and 1. And they're off. Good start for Meistersinger from the inside. In the middle, here's Murabay moving out for control. Murabay lands the early lead. More Therapy now moves up to take second, and Develop Product is in between horses. On heels a bit now is More Therapy with Earl Zagante. Out a bit deep on the court, Chance Sloan. Moving up down toward the inside, Genuine Gomo to race about 5 lengths off the lead in the run to the first turn. It's Murabay in front. He leads by a length and a half. Develop Product second. Genuine Gomo is third. Up to the outside, Chance Sloan is now fourth with Corta Fuego fifth at the inside. Then it's Earl Zagante. From between horses, it's More Therapy. Moving out the rail, Meistersinger. Wide on the course, yellow cap of Frosty McFly. Then it's back to Black Empire. A gap of another 2.5 to El Silencio, and there's one way at the back, and that's Heretical. They make their way by a quarter in 22 and 4, and they complete a half mile in 46 seconds flat. Murabay and Micah Husband setting the tempo. Develop Product second, Genuine Gomo third, Chance Sloan on the outside fourth. Moving up to the inside, Corta Fuego, then to the outside, it's Frosty McFly. Meistersinger's at the rail. Black Empire is 3 wide. Earl Zagante between horses. More Therapy's lost ground, then El Silencio, and far back to Heretical. 109 and 4 for 3 quarters. They stack, they pack, and they turn for home. Under a full full head of steam on the outside. Frosty McFly with clear racetrack, and it's certainly serving his purpose well. From the inside, Murabay working to the clear. Genuine Gomo in between horses at Chance Sloan. They come past the 8th pole, and Murabay's got a kick. Murabay is up to the task here under Micah Husbands. He's widened to a 4-length lead, and that's more than enough. It's Murabay. Gate 2 wire. Genuine Gomo is second. Up for third was Court de Fuego. Frosty McFly flattened out, and Chance Sloan was just ahead of him, 140-1.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum, and we're ready for more.
Off in the Preakness. And they're off.
Victor Espinoza with a lead by 6.
On the outside, they go on down to the finish. Affirmed and Ollie Dart. Here's the finish.
Blue Sky Dive.
Oil Orbit is a rocket now. She simply popped off and beyond them. Photo finish.
And they're off. Perfect start. Motown Mika ridden for the early advantage, moving up between horses. I Believe in Magic is going to go up in Badger. Away in the top flight is Foxy Lady. At the rail, it's Madness. Out in the center, yellow blinkers of Red Hot Spark. Angling over is Miguel's Bell. And the trailer is Kiki Love. Speed is on up front. No easy lead for Motown Mika, as Paco will have none of that, and I Believe in Magic is right alongside. These two going very quick. 22-2 for the opening quarter. Tripped out into third is Madness at a good price. A gap of a length and a half to Miguel's Bell, who follows her through. She just ran into fourth. Dropping back is Foxy Lady. Wide Red Hot Spark, and still well back to Kiki Love. Motown Mika is in a world of hurt. She's lost the lead to I Believe in Magic, and these two have now tightened each other up. On from third, it's Madness. On from fourth, Miguel's Bell. I Believe in Magic, the leader, but she's done some awfully heavy lifting. Here comes Madness. She's the one who tripped out, and she's on to take over. Motown Mika battles back as I Believe in Magic is flattening out. Down the center, Miguel's Bell. Motown Mika's back up for more inside here. This is a Herculean effort. Motown Mika just took the lead again. Almost unbelievable. Motown Mika went from first to third and back to first to win it. Madness was second. Miguel's Bell ran third. Then I Believe in Magic and Red Hot Spark. 112-2 for the 6 furlong. Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the winner's circle. Friends and family assembling in the winner's circle. A large gathering of fans, but that only makes sense as race 6 is named in loving memory of Leroy. Race 6 is Leroy's legacy run. A longtime member of the Gulfstream Park community, we honor the life and legacy of Leroy with race number 6. To know him was to love him. Leroy was one of a kind and a hardworking member of the Gulfstream Park family. We thanks his friends and family for joining us to honor him right here today. Race 6, named in loving memory of Leroy. They're off. In the middle, Nirvana gets the first call and tries to get a clear advantage. Moving with him, Thunder Kane, and these two race on. Away third, Hollywood Mayhem. Nishumi is away in mid-flight with Grand Jefe just ahead of him. Then it's Megadon and El Mayo. Venezuela's Gold is out in the middle at the back of the field. To the far turn they go. Nirvana has rail position and the lead. Thunder Kane is second. Hollywood Mayhem is still on the bridle. Gives up ground 3 wide into third. Nishumi, meanwhile, moves up with an inside lane. 3 better than Grand Jefe, who's racing together with Megadon. Then Venezuela is Gold, and El Mayo's at the back. Look at Edwin Gonzalez hunt for racing room with Nishumi, fourth behind the speed. The leader, Nirvana, through a 22-2 opening quarter. Nishumi's loaded, but no place to prove it. From the outside, that's Hollywood Mayhem. From between horses, Thunder Kane. Off the turn in the stretch drive. Nishumi's loose now, and Nishumi is hit the front with 1/8 of a mile to go, and it's over. 4-5 on Nishumi. He'll clear off in the final 16th of a mile. Nirvana's holding on to second from El Mayo into third. Nishumi in front. Nirvana was second, third El Mayo, fourth I think it's Megadon over Hollywood Mayhem in 102-3. They're off. They're off. Good start from between horses for Fulminate, who heads off for the early lead. Foggy Note got away in good shape today. She's up near the lead. From the inside, Ganesh is away in third. From between horses, Jokes Up comes away fourth. Up to the outside, My Lady James. She's racing together with Z first, and Happy Bella is last. Fulminate is in front. She leads 3 parts of a length over Foggy Note, who's poised to strike in second. At the rail, Jokes Up is now third. Ganesh back to fourth. Z first between horses. 3 wide goes My Lady James, and out the back is Happy Bella. 22-2 for the opening quarter. They speed past the 5/16. It's Fulminate and Jose Morelos on top by a length and a half. Paco gives the green light to Foggy Note to try to launch a bid. Jokes Up sticks with the top 2, third at the inside, 3 back to Ganesh, and they're on their way home. It's Fulminate in front. Toward the outside, it's Foggy Note, who's set down for the drive into second from Jokes Up, who's now third. Fulminate is still finding. Fulminate now by 2.5. The battle strictly for second as Fulminate hasn't won. It's Fulminate to win it and win it by 2.5. I think it's Jokes Up who was second from Foggy Note third. Happy Bella fourth. 102-3. Runners away. Good start for Happy Ride and Clay Soldier. From between horses, Matty R is forwardly positioned. Matty R to the top. Away in second, that's Baldemar, who's down at the inside from between horses. Uncaptured Dove on the far outside. Happy Ride looking to get over. Baby Blocks is already over. In fact, she's landing a good tracking spot in third. Back to the outside goes Condora, who's well off the speed today. As Baldemar gets out, that does Condora no favors. Uncaptured Dove shuffled towards second last, and Fashionable Kitty is last. They round the far turn. Paco's not going to get boxed in. He's going to send Baby Blocks 3 wide and do it right now to go after the in-battle duo on the inside. Matty R from between Happy Ride. Late run down the center from Clay Soldier. They're an eighth of a mile from home. Baby Blocks rouse forward to take on Happy Ride. Far outside, Clay Soldier leveling off nicely. Here comes Clay Soldier as the leader is still Happy Ride. Happy Ride, Clay Soldier launching. Clay Soldier got her. Clay Soldier for the money over Happy Ride, who was game in defeat. Baby Blocks had a good trip. She flattened out. She tried to hold third in 55-1.
And that wraps up Friday's action. We're back here on Saturday with an 11-race card, first race post 12:50 p.m. And going forward, we'll be running on Easter Sunday. We've got a 10-race card also with our first race post at 12:50 p.m. So come out and join us. We've got a great buffet if you're here locally in South Florida. If not, enjoy us on the TV. That's racing both Saturday and Sunday. Good night. Boy, you got to be at Gulfstream Park.